Hello guys, this is Baby here, and today in Pokemon TCG Pocket we have finally the new set released, Space-Time Smackdown. We have two packs here, Palkia and Dialga. Today we're gonna do our daily packs, one on each, and then I'm gonna do 10 on each as well, to just have a feel of what we can to expect. At the same time, we're gonna go through all the cards and see how good they are. Bronzer, one metal energy and one regular for 30 damage. Decent, not really too great. Pokemon communication. Choose a Pokemon in your hand and switch it with a random Pokemon. Can be nice. Might see some play. We will see. Dialga, pretty basic, 60 with 20 damage for 1 energy. Nose pass, 30 damage for 2 energy is okay, and another Pokemon communication. Okay, nothing too special on the Dialga pack. Let's see if the Palkia pack, our free Palkia pack, has more to offer. So you see there are 155 cards in the base set, so that means without any full arts and so on. And let's see how the Palkia pack is gonna be like. Cricket tune, enchanting melody. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused for 50. Pretty decent. I'm not sure what confused does currently, so we will have to see how that works, since I didn't play the TCG that much. Porygon, new Porygon, which is pretty nice. 1 energy, 20 damage for the new Porygon Z, I think. Spirit Tomb, which is interesting. This attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. That's not bad, being able to like kinda do 40 damage. I think there's also a new trainer card which might work pretty well with it. Togepi, decent basic Pokemon. Why is Togepi basic? That's, I guess it's not like the others, stage 1. Or it's not built like that, yeah. And then we have Uxie, one of the C trio. It can attach 1 psychic energy to either Mesprit or Azelf, but they all have only 17 HP, so don't know how viable that can be. Okay, now we go to our 10 packs. We will start with Dialga again, I think, yeah. I usually don't do like big openings, but since it's like the new set, I thought I'd do a few packs, since I want to be the guy who says who just plays pretty much free to play and not opening too many packs, and still show you where you can play almost everything. I think I heard 2 sounds, and we start with a full art. Okay, is this a god pack? No, but it's a sandwich pack. 10 growth, 30 damage shield, 4 energy. Kinda needs superior. I don't know if you wanna play a stage 1 with a stage 2 together. Yeah. Togepi, another one. Electric Buzz. This can charge, which gives him 1 energy. Rotom, Frost, Blizzard, which does 30 damage, but also 10 damage on each bench Pokemon of your opponent. And then we have Lucario. I like this ad. First of all, its ability is Fighting Coach. Attacks used by your fighting type Pokemon do 20 damage, plus 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So only the active Pokemon. You cannot snipe something with Kikli also for 50. But you get 50 damage if you go for like the active Pokemon. And for 2 energy, 40 damage, pretty decent. I think it's like a nice support, which might enable like very early pressure on your opponent, since you might be able to 2-hit KO something if you bring Lucario on your second turn, which is very nice. Okay. First pack pretty good. Now we start with Dialga Azelf, so we have the second trio, part of the trio. This does 20 damage to 1 of your opponent's Pokemon. It's okay, not too amazing. Snova Ice Shard. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a fighting type, this does 30 more damage, which pretty much makes it like giving your opponent a weakness, or like being effective against a type, which is pretty good. Spine Up, 40 damage, 2 energy, a little, I mean for the damage it's okay, but HP is too low for that. And we actually get the Mesh Spirit Full Art. This is pretty decent. Free energy, psychic energy. You can use this attack only if you have Uxie and itself on your bench. Oh, I didn't know that. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. Okay, I'm not sure how viable this is. Retreat cost is 1. Of course, this can KO a lot. But let's see. Oh, we finally also have free Lulu, so we can use our full art Lucario. 20 damage with Jab. Murkrow, pretty much the same, just Dark type. Finion. Flip a coin. If it's heads during your opponent's next turn, prevents all damage and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. Okay, so it's like an evade if you get lucky. Registeel does 90 damage with free metal energy, which is good. And we get Electivire. Let's see. Exciting Voltage plus 40 damage, 40 plus damage. If it has 2 extra lightning energy, this does 80 more damage, so it's 120 damage. And if you can recharge with Electabuzz, this of course becomes very potent. Sadly, a lot of retreat cost, but this is pretty much like mini Blastoise EX. So not too bad. Cross Poison with Drapion, 40. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 40 damage for each head. If at least 2 of them are heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Wow. This is like a mirror work, just that it does 4 coin flips and half the damage. Of course, this also needs an extra energy, but it can also poison if you are average in your coin costs or above. So 2 or more and you poison, so you do 90 damage if you're lucky. And then we have another Murkrow and Kobe. Call for Family. Put 1 basic Pokemon from your deck onto your bench. This can be any basic Pokemon, so you technically can play this in every deck. And since it also only needs 1 energy, colorless energy, can be put in everything. And we get a Shinx height, which is pretty much the same as the Finion. It hides and it can dodge attacks if you are lucky, but it doesn't do damage. That's true. Okay, Slugma does 20 damage, 70 HP, pretty decent HP to damage ratio, I would say. Gloom, 80 HP, 30 damage with Razor Leaf for 1 energy. Another Uxie, so we have 2. Bronzo, I think this is also the second one. And we get the Combi Full Art. This looks beautiful. Yeah, okay, so far we didn't get any EX, so maybe we might still have a chance. And here we have Lumineon, and where we see, I think this should be Manaphy, right? Waterfall for 1 energy, water energy, 50 damage. I think the Lumineon from the previous set needed 2 energy and can attack bench Pokemon for 50. So you have to make a choice for which one you like more. Rotom Wash here. A 1 energy, 30 damage with 80 HP is pretty decent. But this is just a basic Pokemon which can also not evolve. Snowball we had already, and Donkey Scratch for 10 damage. I mean, this is okay. And here's our first EX, Energized Blade of Gallade EX. Let's see what the attack does. 70 damage and does 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Can be pretty nice, so you most of the time should do at least 90, I think. and which is not bad, especially with the energy cost. 7th pick, I think, Togepi. Here we have also Skuntank, Poison Gas. Your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned. It's kinda like Weezing, but I think Weezing is better since it can use its ability immediately. It doesn't, which is basically, and it doesn't only need, it can use any energy. Okay, Baniri, 10 damage, 60 HP, not too amazing. And here we have our first trainer card. Move an energy from one of your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. But this can be good, definitely. But we will have to see how this will perform in games. Wine Whip of Tangela. I'm actually not sure. We already had a Tangela, I think, but didn't it do pretty much the same thing? Okay, Bronzor, Buzzweight, 50 damage, 1 grass energy and colorless, and your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned. Of course, you need Roselia for this. Stage 1. It's decent. And here we have our first full art EX, which is gonna be Pachirisu EX. This is pretty much like Pikachu, I think. So 120 HP, Pikachu stats, needs 2 energy, Pikachu, Sparking Gadget, so 40 plus. This is a little bit difficult, of course, different. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached to this, this attack does 40 more damage, so 80 damage. You only need 1 tool for the 80 damage, and Pikachu need like 3 bench Pokemon, but there's 90. Retreat cost and weakness are similar to the same as Pikachu, and yeah. So this might be like, instead of Pikachu, you might play Pachirisu if you wanna use the tools as well. I'm not sure what all the tools do really, but we will see. Togepi, Honchkrow, 2 Dark Energy. This does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Can take everything, pretty nice. Dusko, Will-O-Wisp for 20 is not too bad for basic. Volt Orb does 30 damage, but also hits him itself. Kinda like the promo Mankey, but I don't think Electrode has anything which can utilize that. But it's like high damage output, which could be useful. Or you can like easy KO like a basic water Pokemon with 50 HP with that. Here we have Magneton. I don't think you will play this, since if you play Magnezone, you want to use the previous Magneton to charge more energy. So we will have to see. 2 energy, 50 damage is not too bad. Bibarel, 60 damage for 2 energy. Decent HP stat. Not gonna be too amazing. Vespiquen, 70 damage with 2 energy. Not the highest HP as well. Heat Rotom, Heat Breath does 30 damage, and if you get the coin flip, you get additional 30 damage as well. And Nose Pass we had already, and Togekiss here. 140 HP, 2 energy, Overdrive Smash, that's 60 damage. And during your next turn, this Pokemon's Overdrive Smash attack does 60 additional damage, which 120 damage is pretty good. It's very low cost, but the problem is it's a stage 2. Sorry. So it will not be that easy to get 1 Overdrive Smash and then immediately go for the second one very consistently, I think. Okay, so let's see how many hits we got actually. 2 full arts here, the third one here, 4, 5, 6 with the EX, 7, 7 full arts or EX, which is pretty good. So adding all of those to our card collection, we're almost gonna reach 1400 today. So let's see, fill out all the blanks. It's nice to be able to fill up with new cards as well. Here we see how many full art cards there are, and I have now 46 cards registered, 40 which are not full art as well. And now we go to the Palkia pack, open 10 more. Let me know which Pokemon are you hunting for, which deck you wanna maybe play. I would love to have Darkrai. I think he sounds pretty nice. Ooh, there was something, a full art. We start with Rotom Rush, we had already, and Rhyperior. 160. The full art looks like Diglett a little bit. Diglett's full art, doesn't it? I mean, from like the design. Mountain Swing, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. That's kinda insane. But it does 150 damage, so not too bad. Lickitung, 3 energy, 50 damage. That's pretty bad. Hippopotas, rolling attack, 60 damage. Also doesn't look like too great. Does need 3 energy as well. Prinplup, 2 energy, 30 damage is okay, I guess, but as a stage 1, not that viable. Ambipom, which has double hit. It only needs 1 energy and can do up to 80 damage, which is not too bad. Weasel, Water Gun for basic Pokemon, pretty standard. Gloom, Grotle has Razor Leaf. I think it needs too much energy, so you might not be using it. And we have another Rhyperior full art. Okay. So I definitely don't need a... Ooh, we have something in here. Another full art. Hopefully not another Rhyperior. Here's Oddish, which does blood. Heals 10 damage. Okay. Shellos. Mudslap needs 2 energy, sadly. So... Ooh, Staraptor. That artwork looks beautiful. All the family, 140 HP. Needs 3 energy though. Clutch, during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon cannot retreat. Does 80 damage. Pretty nice. Especially for colorless, so you can use it in pretty much any deck you want to. Maybe with Dialga, since Dialga can generate energy. So Skorupi has Pierce, 2 energy, 30 damage, decent for basic Pokemon. Mischievous, 20 damage. And here we have Garbite, our, I guess, second Dragon type? No, it's third. We already had Druddigon and, of course, the Dratini Dragonite Longlite. Okay, Garbite, fighting and water energy, so... very interesting. We have Raw Than Grass, which does Leaf Cutter, which needs 3 energy, with 1 grass type, grass energy. Flip a coin if it has additional 30 damage, pretty nice. And here we have Regirock, 120 HP. This Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks, and it needs 4 energy for Bulldog Rush, which does 100 damage. Can be something which can be useful like as a tank, since it's a basic Pokemon, so could work out quite well. Nosepass, we had already. Kricketune also. Hippowdon does Earthen Press for 120. I think this needs too much energy. It's not like Golem where you have Brock, which can generate your energy, but maybe you can use something else to be able to utilize that. But you need fighting energy, so that's a little bit more difficult. Here we have Skarmory, another steel type from this set. 1 metal energy for Metal Arms, does 20 damage, and if it has a tool, it does 30 more damage, which can be pretty good. Okay, here we have our next Eevee. It has quick attack for 1 energy, and if you flip a coin in its head, it does additional 20 damage. Also, our fossil, armor fossil, yeah, it's pretty much the same as all the other fossils, just for another Pokemon. Uxie Burmy does tackle, which is not too great. Perugly has interrupt. 3 energy, 60 damage. Your opponent reveals their hand. Choose a card you'll find there and shuffle it into your opponent's deck. If you could utilize that very early on, it would be great. So you can maybe interrupt like an evolution line like Radaria if you get rid of the Kirlia. Before they could do that, but I don't see that being very useful. Here we have Third Wake, a lot of needs 2 energy to attack, which is a little bit sad. Togepi, Boozle, Gabite again, and Primplup, which we had as well. Snova, Rotom Fan, I knew Rotom. Spinstorm, flip a coin if it has your opponent's active Pokemon. Put your opponent's active Pokemon into the hand. So this could be like a cheap win, I have to say. Like, but luckily, yeah, it can be pretty good, let's say that, but it's a little bit, of course, luck based, and now we all get Pokemons I already had. Snowva, here we have Piplup, which has Nap, which heals 20 damage. Apom does 20 damage as well with 1 energy. Here we have Cyrus. Switch one of your switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has damage on it to the active spot. If you remember from before, the Spirit Tomb can damage all of your opponent's Pokemon. You can combo it with this, which can be pretty good. You have here Porygon Z, 140 HP, needs 3 energy for Buggy Beam. Change the type of the next energy that will be generated for your opponent to one of the following at random. Pretty much any energy. So if your opponent plays like a grass deck, and then you have pretty much a 7 out of 8 chance to change the grass into another type of energy, and they cannot use it anymore. If it needed less energy, of course, this would be pretty broken, I think. But 3 energy being a stage 2 as well can be quite take some time to build up to that. Okay, here we have Rhyhorn, 40 damage for 2 energy is not too bad, I think. Obama Snow, Frostbath for a 120 but also needs 4 energy. Puchiana, 20 damage with basic. Burmy. And here we have our first tool, the Rocky Helmet. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, do 20 damage to the attacking Pokemon. This can be pretty good. It's like a Dragagon ability, and you can stack it with it even, and your opponent might not want to touch you ever, except he can go for a KO, of course. And that's it. This time not that many hits. I think Vaporeon, Staraptor. Did we have any EX in this? I don't think so. So we had 3 cards. And before we end this, okay, first of all, we of course also will put our cards into our decks. We are at 69 cards now out of the 155. But now we also quickly go and use my Wonder Pick points. From today on, I will do like my daily, just use my daily packs and we'll put them as a short. I think I saw someone have like something very interesting. This was it. 2 full arts, certainly Rotom Heat and Snova I have, so if I hit them, this would be devastating. I will choose the middle one here. Sadly, it wasn't something I needed. We won the pick one times, of course. We send a thank you. And now let's choose a Pokemon. Ooh, we have the cape here. So let's try to get that cape. I will again choose the middle one. I mean, at least Dawn. It's not too bad. So we have a second Dawn, which, yeah. If that would be something I would play, then definitely. And let's see if there's anything for one. I could get Gibble here. Here we need not too much. This looks not too bad. Two more Rotomos. Let's see. Is there anything better right now here? Yeah, I think I will go for the Rotom fan here. This one the pick, and that should be it. I choose this one. Okay. If I would have chosen the middle one, what would I have gotten? I mean, I really didn't care too much which one I would have gotten, but oops. Let's see. Another one more. That's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you got from your first packs you opened from the new set, Space-Time Smackdown. And let me know which cards you are currently maybe hunting for. And we will see us next time. Till then, bye.